I don't think we're going to go to election right now. It looks like she's going to lose the vote by about 160 votes. Corbyn is definitely going to call for no confidence, but I think it's doubtful that his no confidence motion will pass. So she's going to muddle on through. There are basically three scenarios that are going to happen at this point. We're either going to have a second referendum, she's either going to have to delay Article 50, or we go to hard Brexit. Now, choice number three, if she chooses to follow the hard Brexit choice, then yes, I think we're going to have a new election because 82% of Britons do not want a hard Brexit. So it looks very much like they're going to kick the can down the road and probably delay Article 50
and let's back it up a bit. We got the smartest audience in the business, but hard Brexit, maybe they're thinking about a hard-boiled egg at 5:11 in the morning. Okay, hard Brexit simply means that they're leaving the EU. Brexit is enforced, but there's no kind of
without a deal. Without a deal.
It's a divorce. It's a divorce that is the meanest. That there's no deal. It's not like there's a hug at the end and you get half and I get half. This is a split and you're gone.
The economic implications of that are catastrophic. You have to understand that no deal.
That's a big word. Why are you saying catastrophic?
They're catastrophic because they don't get a customs deal, which means they import 80% of their food. I don't even know what percentage of medicines they import, but basically critical societal functions could be threatened if they don't have a deal, because they simply have no way to create a customs union. A lot of goods and transports are going to be stuck. So nobody wants it. 82% of the Britons, even those that voted for leave, do not want what we call a hard Brexit. So I just can't imagine that the market right now is basically does not pricing that scenario. That's why you see pound trading above 128 right now.
Well, because it just seems dumb. I mean, we're fighting over a $5 billion border wall. Okay,
correct.
Whatever your political views are, $5 billion is a couple of hours of operating income for the United States government. I mean, the amount of money is so small, but it's a political discussion, right? It means more than just the money. Is there any possible scenario in your mind where the folks of the UK are going to be in a situation where, hey, we might not have food? Oh, medicine? Can't get that in. Is there any way that's going to happen, Boris?
My argument, and this is, by the way, the global argument right now that I think is happening, that the markets globally and the economy globally is not being threatened by any kind of economic contraction, but by all these political rifts. In other words, the things that are driving us towards very, very bad outcomes are not rational. And it's very, very hard to handicap politics, as you know. I mean, the Anglo-Saxon model right now just seems to be completely turned upside down. So very, very hard to say. The markets are basically assuming a rational course of action. And I think that's probably the right course. Cooler heads will prevail. They will come down to some kind of a deal. And the UK will stay within a customs union.
Yeah, because you got me so scared. I'm thinking I'm going to start a three-masted schooner clipper service to, start importing food to the UK via sail if this happens. What's the likely outcome? How about this? What's the best possible outcome for the markets, for the global market, for the U.S., for the UK, for everybody?
I think, the best possible outcome is actually May's deal right now. I mean, the best possible outcome would be if UK just simply stayed in the EU and they did a second referendum. But I think that's a long shot right now. What they can best hope for is just what May negotiated, which is stay within the customs union, basically maintain things as they stand. That keeps the financial sector in UK within the EU. That keeps all of the processes going, and just it's going to be a big sigh of relief. And you will see cable trade above 130 if that's the outcome. But it eliminates that whole risk of political uncertainty with all this economic cataclysm that could happen if we go the wrong way.